Bloxfruits is gonna die if they do this. Before I tell you why, let me tell you about myself so this doesn't come out the wrong way. My name is Millz and I'm a Bloxfruits YouTuber. I've been playing Bloxfruits for almost a year now, and immediately when I started playing, I got addicted. The game was so fun and so new to me. Granted, it was one of my first Roblox experiences, but I was hooked. And at the time, I was doing YouTube, but I wasn't making gaming content. I was making IRL content. And my friend Dumpling suggested to me that I should try making Bloxfruits videos because I'm so addicted to the game. I was playing it like 8 hours a day, bro. And I was like, Bloxfruits? Roblox? Broski, I'm a grown man. I'm not making no damn baby videos. She said, but it doesn't have to be baby, you can be yourself. I let the thought go on for a little bit, and finally she convinced me to actually do it. And as the story goes, I make a little video called I Fixed Bloxfruits First See. It goes crazy and I officially dubbed myself as a Roblox YouTuber. Now back to Bloxfruits. As I said, I've been playing the game for almost a year now, and the game still feels like how I was playing it when I first started. Now, that's not necessarily a problem, and this is not a video for me to poo on Bloxfruits, but I just want to address some things that I don't think the big YouTubers in this scene are addressing, because they don't gotta worry about putting food on their table. Them man are gonna get views regardless of what they put out, but man like me needs content, and the game kind of constricts my creative flow to create videos. You see, as I play more Roblox games, I realize that there's so much more you can do in Roblox. I thought Bloxfruits was the pinnacle of it all, but let's start with the good thing about Bloxfruits. Immediately, the concept of Bloxfruits is amazing. I think no other One Piece game does it as well as them overall. The concept of the game is One Piece inspired, right? And One Piece is one of my favorite animes of all time. I might dub it the greatest anime of all time, just based on the accolades that One Piece has. And to make a game that's a sandbox and an open world based off of One Piece is such a good idea. But it's hard in execution. Bloxfruits does fruits very well. They have a wide variety of them. They all have decent powers. I mean, not everything is balanced, but that's a very hard thing to accomplish. The world building is cool. I like that the NPCs sort of have a storyline. I mean, it's nothing impressive, but at least they put the thought in to do that and not just fully copy One Piece. And I know the reason they don't fully copy One Piece is because of copyright and a lot of games get taken down. So I do think they do their best to make it like One Piece with what they can work with. And one of the greatest things about Bloxfruits that I take advantage of personally is the active community. Like, there are so many players. I don't even know the stats that Bloxfruits has on Roblox, but I'll put them on the screen. They're ridiculous. Bloxfruits is one of the top 5 games on Roblox. There's always hundreds of thousands of people playing the game. The community is so wide on YouTube. There's always viewers. I don't know how a small YouTuber like myself can even get 300K on one of my first videos, which is crazy. So I love that the community is there. It's wide range of ages, from the youngest to even older teenagers, and that's really cool. But the game is stale. Okay, I said it, man. The game is stale. What can I say? They don't do enough with what they have. As I just said, Bloxfruits is one of the biggest games, yet it hasn't seen a lot of innovation. Now, I know that there are big updates coming that are gonna do a lot of reworks and changes and upgrades, and I hope they are very, very cool. Let me be the voice of the community and let you know what people are saying. Now, I asked members of my Discord, and I put up a community post on YouTube about what people like and dislike about Bloxfruits. Let's see what they have to say. Danny D says, it's the PvP mechanics. The updates too are always pleasant and smoothens it. It also makes it so that there are cooler abilities and combos. Yeah, I agree. Games like GPO, where it's like a 5-hit combo, I know there's a very skilled base, but I think it's pretty cool that Bloxfruits is not in that category and they did their own thing. So I actually don't mind the PvP. Even if you have everything in the game, you can still have fun by just fooling around with some friends, for sure. It's definitely the people that you bring into it, but a lot of the community are solo players and it's hard for them to do things like that. The grind, wow, as a good thing? That's interesting. That boy got no life for sure. To be honest, I think it's the fun you can have with friends also. Yeah, 100%. This goes back to what I was saying about the very active community. The fact that so many people play, it just makes it a more enjoyable experience when you're playing with people. Probably stabbing randos to get bounty. Okay, buddy. He definitely killed me before in one of my bounty hunting videos. Ball. Thank you very much, man. And that wraps it up for all the good things people said. So let's get on to the bad things because there's a lot. Okay, he said grinding, he said toxic community, also getting killed when you have chalice, fist of darkness, and fruits. Yeah, that's just toxic, but you gotta deal with that, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody said exploiters. Someone said there's very little balancing. The grind is so boring and basic, and balancing is really bad. Graphics are mid. I hate that they don't update the game for new people, and when they do update, it's only fun for 3 hours. The game just needs like a full rework. Yeah, so you can basically see what the community is talking about. One of the big points is grind. Now, to go from level 0 to 2,450 is a long grind, but I don't think that's a big problem necessary. There are players who are gonna want to grind to max level, but I understand that the younger community don't have the time to just grind all day, and neither is it fun. But we can fix that, because another issue people have is bandit beating. You go from island to island, beating up 8 NPCs, and then you go back to the quest guy, and then do it again, do it again, do it again until you get to the boss. That's cool for like 5 islands, then it's done. We gotta have variety, man. I've been playing so many other games recently, and I've seen that they have so much to do. For example, Arcane Odyssey or even Project Slayers. Side quests are quality of life things, you know? It's to take you off of the main quest, that's the grind, and give you some fun challenges to do. Bloxfruits has a very big problem right now with flow, and I understand, because I don't think the developers went to school for developing, but I could be wrong. But most developers understand that they want to get you into a state of flow. It's where your challenge meets your boredom perfectly. In states of flow, time feels like it's flying by. I know we've all played a game with our friends or by yourself, and time just flew, and your mom came into your room and talk about, "Get your ass to bed." You know what I'm saying? And you're like, damn, I don't want it to end. But you don't really feel like that on Bloxfruits, and well, not during the grind. I felt like that before with my friends though. We gotta add more variety. Puzzles, side quests, run around, do something. Nothing crazy, just gotta put a little thought into it. Go to other games and see what kind of side quest or different types of challenges that they have. That's gonna make the game way more enjoyable, way more fun, and way more interactive. And not to mention, the inspiration of this game is One Piece. There's so much going on in One Piece and so many characters that feel so big. By adding quests where you have to move around the map and meet different NPCs, it's gonna make it feel like a big world. In fact, for example, I was playing Project Slayers, and I was like, bro, the map feels so big, yet I don't think that it's any really bigger than the third sea in Bloxfruits. Like, the third sea is huge, and it's a One Piece game, so there needs to be a lot of water. But Bloxfruits has a lot of horizontal real estate, but not any vertical real estate, and that might be an issue. Another thing is how the game looks. Now, Bloxfruits is not an ugly game by any means, and I know that the update is gonna make it prettier, but that's a quality of life thing too, you know? When you play a game that's beautiful and pretty, it makes you feel like you're in the world a little bit more, or maybe at least aesthetically pleasing. For example, Fortnite's not my favorite game, but every time I hop on Fortnite, I'm like, bro, it's so colorful. I just want to stay here and feel happy, even though I'd rather play another game. So maybe adding new textures, shaders, or whatever it is, man. I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to help convey the community's thoughts to the developers because I have a platform. On the realm of aesthetics, another thing is animations. We gotta have better animations, better fighting, better everything. Like, we're taking inspiration from One Piece, right? Think about how much material is in One Piece. 25 years. Trust me, boys, we could go in there and find some sick animations to add in, not just regular kicks for Death Step. I mean, we don't have to copy everything from other games. Like, Project Slayers has like the finishing moves that like slow down time and stuff. Now, while that's cool, that's not on brand for One Piece or anything like that. So let's stick to our realm. Now, I do think some of the fruits have crispy animations, like Chop, bruh. Chop has no reason to be that smooth. So I'm just saying, let's add a little bit more pizzazz to it, you know? Probably has to do with lighting. I feel like light emission in Bloxfruits is not the best. But yeah, all these problems are very, very fixable. As long as the developers want and have a passion for this game, we can take this to the moon. And I say we because we're a community, man. I want to have fun playing the game just as much as I want to have fun making videos for the game. And by the game being better and having more stuff in it and just being more complete and less empty is going to make everyone happier. While we're talking about leveling, one of the main ways to level up in this game are bosses. Now, the bosses in this game are cool. Like, you got your Aokijis and your Kainus and all that. But I think the game needs a little bit more of a skills gap, man. There's too many people who are at max level way too easily. Not that the game needs to be ridiculously hard. I do feel like Bloxfruits is tailored towards the casual gamer, which is cool. There's no problem with that. But they should increase the difficulty at least a little bit. And maybe on certain opponents who are extremely strong from the manga/anime, where you might have to grab a crew or even some friends to go help you. Now, while we're talking about crews and all that, I know they're making big changes to the crew system in this game, but I feel like crews aren't implemented enough. Like, this is a One Piece game. We should want to be pirates with a strong crew, have a vice captain, a cook, and all the titles. You don't actually have to do anything with them, but add titles, man. It makes it cool. Like, imagine a man's running up and he's the vice captain of the Millz Mafia. It's like, oh shoot, like, he's probably strong. Meanwhile, the captain's not that strong. But yeah, man, add those types of things, all these types of things, even quality of life things. You can't even imagine how much quality of life changes will make your community so much more happier. Just like this edition right here, where they added Perm Fruits menu to the menu section instead of you having to go all the way to the dealer and changing it there. That was a beautiful quality of life change. That it drastically improved my experience. So just think about quality of life changes like that, man. Just make things more accessible that should be, and make things harder that should be. I know it's a lot harder to actually go into the details and think about these things, but I just want to give you guys some ideas. Another thing they need to address is hackers. Bloxfruits is filled with so many hackers, it's actually unheard of. I've never seen this amount of scripters, hackers in a single game ever before. Sometimes when you go to the Sea of Treats or Haunted Castle, you'll see like 6-7 accounts hacking. Now, while it is free bounty, it shouldn't be in the game, man. Like, what is this? I know Roblox just added a whole bunch of security features against hacking, but Bloxfruits themselves have to do something as well, I believe. It's kind of ridiculous, and it makes it feel like, bro, like all these guys are just paying to get their max on. They didn't even grind. And all that is good and all, but time is ticking. Other One Piece games are out there. Now, granted, that's going to be very hard to knock Bloxfruits off the king throne, but there's other games like GPO, Rel Seas is coming out, and people are getting hyped for them. Now, I don't think Rel Seas is as hype as people make it out to be, but the more competition, the worse. Me personally, if I was the owner of this, I'm buying GPO, I'm buying Rel Seas, and I'm telling their team to work on my game, bro. I'm moving like Mr. Monopoly. Said, yeah, I'll block you, fam. Spend $1 billion on that game. Nah, $1 billion is crazy, but couple milli. Say, yo, GPO, what you saying? Like, come through, let me run you like 3 milli, 5 milli. Come work for me. Tell Rel Seas like, yo, listen. I know you're doing all those animations and making everything look cool, but why don't you bring that over here real quick? Because Bloxfruits has the foundation better than anybody. They just need to stack a brick on brick on brick on brick on brick. And at the end of it, we'll have the goddamn Wall Maria in this. Ain't no Titan bursting through. AOT reference for all you AOT fans. But yeah, let's lock in before the competition gets here. Because trust me, I don't want to be a Rel Seas YouTuber. But other than that, man, I love this community. I love my community. My community is the best community out of any Bloxfruits YouTuber. I don't care who it is. So thank you guys for watching. Let's try our best efforts to get this video to Zeals or one of the admins, because I really want them to make this game greatness. This could be more than just a Roblox game. Roblox is the future, man, I'm telling you, and that's a topic for another day. So let's get this video to one of the admins. Let's like, share, comment, and do all of that fun stuff. If you guys want to see one of my Bloxfruits videos where I'm doing a challenge, it will be on the screen and in the description. And in a moment, you'll see another video that you should probably go check out. But other than that, you already know what it is. Millz Mafia out. Yeah.
all these segments to do tomorrow.